Well, welcome to episode 16 FL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. A resident review of the Christy Nixon Pub Fancy League based in Mayo, Ballyhaunis, County Mayo, Ireland. We have our own community here, so I'm the guru to take you through the league review of the Christy Nixon Pub Fancy League. And yeah, where are we now? Game week 19 elapsed, which was an absolute devastation for most people. It was most people, Haaland blanking, Cunha blanking, anyone decent blanking, apart from if you had Paqueta and one or two others. Is there was nothing in it. Saka got an assist. I don't know. It's just massive blanks from Foden, Xerxes. Complete devastation. I really don't know where you're. There's people going around and they're picking daily on daily hauls. They're bringing in, 2 game weeks ago, bringing in Rodgers for his haul, and then they go off Rodgers, and before him, it was Harry Wilson, and then they jump on then, to who's the latest guy, Paqueta, and now they'll all get rid of him now, and they'll jump on. You can't compete with that. It's just, you know, I don't know, clairvoyancy or something. I don't know how these people are predicting it. All I know is that Sunderland away, you're thinking Foden, Xerxes, and Haaland will do something away. They're going for the title, and you're just throwing away 2 points. I know Arsenal drew up there 2-2, and Sunderland now are this amazing hard team that ruin it for everyone. Well, Leeds are turning into that team as well, where they're making it massively hard for everyone. It's the Premier League is done. There's no consistency, and even Wolves 1-1 Man United. You can't even get like I brought in Dorgu and Cunha for a -4, get a 36, so I'll get 32 this game week. Way well done, Brady. I think the whole thing is set up to make me absolutely, you know, wreck my head. So yeah, tomorrow's the game week. Oh, it's come again. But I suppose beginning of every game week you have a hope and things can be amazing and you can turn the corner and it lulls you into that trap again, and then you're locked in from a Friday night game to a Monday night game for 4 days of absolute hell, and you're locked in and you're just like living in limbo. And the other 3 days you have off, and then you're living in limbo again. And then the other 3 days you have off. It's just going on and on and on and on, guys. Right, so we're in the 49ers big game week. It's the last game week of the regular season now and over in America. You mightn't be into it, but we are playing the Seahawks. They say, traditional rival and all this, but I never, growing up with Montana and all that, I never saw the Seahawks as anything. But I was more worried about Dallas and Green Bay, and then beating Cincinnati or beating the Denver Broncos or beating the Chargers or something, but Seahawks never really entered the whole thing for me really as a rival. And now they're a massive, massive rivals. So we'll see. They're leading the NFL division, I think 13-3, and we're 12-4. So we gotta beat them. I think it's away, I don't know. It's tomorrow night, and we'll know all more. And whoever wins that gets the number one seed in the NFL to get a bye in the postseason, which will be really helpful for Frank Warner to get more of a rest to get back from his injury. And obviously Nick Bosa is still injured, and he'll be out for the whole thing. But yeah, it's good. Looking forward to it, a bit apprehensive to be honest with you. And the American football is a godsend where we're playing when we have all these international breaks. Anyway, it really gets me through it. Like, but I was kind of thinking, just having one team support in a game week like United, Man United, just focus on the game. If it's a Friday night game, then you don't have to. You're not bothered at all. Whatever happens to the rest. So you're kind of focused in one game. The whole week is up and down to that. Whereas in FPL, every single day, every single game, it's a head wreck. So that's just all I'm saying is it would be stress-free life, wouldn't it? So I'm having a little bit of a Merlot anyway, different a change in the whole thing. Why not? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys. 2026, where are we now? This is the first game week. Is it or the second one? The second one. Yeah, it's the second one. Where are we at week 19 is straggled in between New Year's Eve and well, not New Year's Eve, the day before and the day itself. Really, really nice from Chile. New World. Can't beat it. Let's have a quick look here. I want to get something out anyway and just have something for because it's the game week tomorrow now. So Brandon Johnson's gone to Crystal Palace from Spurs. Not sure he'll be a good pick anyway. And Villa mightn't sign Harvey Elliott. Yeah, makes sense. They're watching their money at Villa. West Ham look like they're signing this Pablo Felipe. Is Gokre struggling to adapt or being misused? I don't know. Good. So yeah, Maresca is gone from Chelsea, so I'm sure you'd know that. Yeah, and I don't know. Haaland did his father Erling play for Sunderland? I'm going to check it if there has to be some sort of hoodoo thing to figure out why in God's name Haaland is not scoring against these supposedly weaker teams. York is going to be top scorer and all this and that, but it's no good. Like it's no good. You just perma captain in Haaland or any player. You will not get hauls for 38 game weeks in a row. It's the problem with Haaland is that if he does it when you don't have him captained, you're goosed. And this year I've had all his hauls. Um, I don't know what to make of. I'm trying to be a bit clever. I really like my team, to be honest with you. I think it's Saka. I like having him, Foden, Xerxes, Haaland. Um, I've got DCL and Ekatike. People have him, and he's gone completely cold since I've got him, and so is this computer, waiting for the team to come up here, trying to think in my head. And Con Konate has got his clean sheet, didn't he? The 0-0 with Leeds, Liverpool at home, United at home to Wolves, Baloney. What happened to Chelsea? Did they lose again? Was it, or did they get the draw against Bournemouth? There's so many games flying by. Arsenal have been underwhelming with the 2-1 Wolves recently, and this game where they won against Villa 4-1. The late goal really done it. And so that's what I mean. Like, is the dudes took -4s to get Gabriel last game week, and I knew I'd have to took a -8. I was thinking about it, and he comes back. Gabriel gets the goal and nearly got the clean sheet, which I had Raya, but I don't know, man. It's people are just poxed and jammed, and they're going to be too hard to catch. There's going to be a good cohort of 500,000 you're not going to touch. It's really, I'm not using any chips. This thing is still loading. I'm just trying to ramble. Can't get my bloody FPL team up here. I'm waiting for the thing to come. And there it is. Hallelujah. And this thing has come up again as well. I hate this thing that comes up on the right hand side. It's a glitch in the thing. It's gone now. So that's completely baloney. It could have been worse, I suppose. But yeah, yeah. That's the thing about Dubravka getting the 10 or 11 points, whatever he got the other day. Everton, the 0-0 destroyed me last game week. It was the worst result possible. It bumped people 20 points clear of everyone. They were all in their mid 50s, and we're all stuck in the mid 30s. So yeah, I go, oh yeah, let's go for Dubravka over Raya, and it's just that late goal. Well, I was happy it went in anyway because There was no difference between the two of them. Dorgu had the goal disallowed. Joke, joke. Gehi's another joke. Fraud. Loads of frauds. I don't know. I love that team. What's wrong? Like a lot of people can't even afford to put a team like that out, and the bench is fine. Yeah, Van de Ven does me again, but I have an agenda against. I can't stand him, but I'm gonna play him next game week. So, oh, um, yeah. So complete 2.6 million player here. Nah, if this is not going to go right, if I'm not at least 800k, I'm just sick of it now at this stage, man. I really am. There's no enjoyment in this thing anymore. It really isn't. The DCL, of course, he misses out for the match against Liverpool, like, and everybody's got their packetars and they've got their striker that scores, and I miss out, and DCL. Thiago gets, I don't know, did he get an assist? It's just, and he comes on then and he puts the goal in the net and it's off for offside. So anything I do is just a complete hate job. It's like, so you're very, very paranoid about the whole thing. It really is. I must have done something very bad in a former life to be this crap at FPL for 4 years. So go without Gabriel again. Yeah, it'd probably come up with a hat trick anyway. Again, who is this? Who have they got here? Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth are open and they go for games. And that Areola, whatever his name is, Andoni, whatever his name, I still haven't got his name right. That's Bournemouth. It's just so they're going to be open enough because they like to play a game of football, and that's not what you want to do in the Prem. You want to just shut things down and be boring in midfield and take your long throws and manage the game. And it's just really it's turning into one of the worst. The Premier League thing, it stinks. Every game stinks. It's a joke. Like, what happened the other day? Liverpool went 2-0 up against Wolves. Wolves get a goal back, and I'm sorry I'm going to say it, but they shit a brick. They completely, and I wouldn't mind, they're nowhere near the top four, Liverpool, and they're shitting the brick. And they close things up. They all tighten up. And oh my God, we could draw to Wolves. And United, what the hell? They go ahead and they concede. And then they close the whole game down. It's like Amarin takes off Cersei at half time, looking I think Amarin is some sort of a spy that's gone in there to rotten the club from head to toe with this system baloney. And he's taking off players and putting on defenders, even when they're drawn. So I'm done with. Sorry, Ruben. I think we've got no hope or no future at that club whatsoever with that guy in charge. I'm sorry now. I'm just gonna wait. What's gonna happen? Leads away, and that's the War of the Roses derby, the red and the white rose. Apparently, Leeds are the red rose, and we're the white. I thought it was the other way around. I'd like to Google that actually. So just growing up, it was something. I always thought that United, they would be the red rose because they play in red. Um, I don't do any of the speaking stuff. I don't trust the Cersei or Alexa, or I hate that spying stuff. Sorry, guys. Voice control, I hate it. It's ruining my phone voice control when I have the headphones on. The roses, oh, or roses, derby, maybe white and red. Let's see, what does it say? Refer to historic rivalry between English counties Lancashire, red, and Yorkshire. Oh yeah, well there you go. So yeah, it was. It was, of course. Leeds playing white. Red and white roses together symbolize unity, especially the Tudor rose. So that's Yeah, it makes complete sense. I don't know where I had that crossed to my head years ago. I don't know, but that makes sense. White for Leeds, and so that's a massive game, completely crazy massive. And Lewin's on fire. I'm glad I have him, but it's I don't have any hope or whatsoever of United going over there, keeping a clean sheet, shutting them out 2-0 at Ellen Road. It's not going to happen. It will never happen. So I just have to have a look at this team and say, I got one free transfer, and who do I really drop? Oh, this Ekatike thing has really done my head in now. He's done nothing. 9.1 or 2 million, whatever he is. And what's his ownership? Is it up and around 25%? Well, it's 36 now. So he's Fulham away. There's nothing easy. That's the thing. Is FPL was easy years ago. You just have Henri, or you'd have Salah when he was in his prime. There was so many. Suarez was another one. Some amazing assets you just leave there, and Lampard years ago, and you just stick with them, and yeah, but it's the information now. It's a completely different game now. You have to get awful lucky in this. So I don't know off the cuff really there in that team. Chelsea away, will they rally? I don't know who will be doing them, caretaking them. Could let it go and leave two transfers. I don't know. I don't know. Not using any chips anyway. I'm just sick of looking at the team at this stage. Let's go. Just let's get the Sun Dream team wrapped anyway. Not really worked out, the Sun Dream team for a while. I've been clawed back, just about leading this thing anyway. Still ahead in the Sun Dream team, but I'm getting caught. So yeah, Stevie Nolan dropped back quite a bit. Not the best free hit in the world. So it just goes to show, like, your wild cards and free hits can, the few of them really have had, probably would have had a better team this game week if they just left it. So Stevie got a more or less the same score of me, except I did the -4. So it was a terrible game week, and he's gone backwards from that 4 or 5 thousand he was before. And you can really fall back in the overall if you get one bad game week. But yeah, Wirtz is in there. Hall had a good game he could have called. Bowens, yeah, see there, all these top sides, they always have one or two. No one's on. 7.1% ownership. Okay. Um, yeah, good stuff. Just sneaking through a wild card. So Lee managed to get all his chips done. Um, so he got all his chips done in wild card, got him 38. So that it's a bit mess. So going forward, he's going to go with that. Yeah, Rogers is the man. Like, I really like Rogers in. I'm just going to wait for two transfers. We'll see anyway. Gordon, 9.4. It's kind of a mix of, generally overall, it's about 20% ownership. It's very, very hard. It seems like everyone's got a piece of everything. It's very hard to get a differential that nobody people's on. Oh, I've got terrible heartburn. I think it must be the red wine, guys. Thick. Oh, and the thing is, I have to pause this thing. I can't go on like this. Oh, just stop the share as well. That's going to take a while to stop anyway. Um, Share again. Pause. Well, that's a lot better anyway. I had to take the Rennie or whatever it was. I'll be able to get through this now. It must be the red wine. I must have a bad. You have to be careful of, pay attention to the signs, what eating and drinking when you get to this age. Yeah, you have to listen to your body. No problem with beer though, and Guinness. Yeah, somebody gave me a bottle of wine for Christmas, and I gave it a go. Tastes nice. I did like wine years ago. Lee Chambers with his wild card. So again, just playing the wild card going forward. I don't like the bench, man. He's put all his money out there in the 11. This is very, very tricky. This he's played this like a free hit, actually. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind Foden and Gordon. Did they play away to Burnley? Was it, if I remember correctly? So trying to get a bit of that Burnley stuff, but it didn't quite pay off. It was a 3-2. I have to think. There's so many games happening that yeah, I'm doing the show, so we are okay. Catch you later. Sports show. Love you lots. Ah, I didn't record. Damn. Yeah, I just have to mess. Yeah, yeah, quick. She knows if I put this through, she'll know now. So that's it. That's done. I was going to say something there. Right. So Virgil. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about this as well. And João Pedro is a big punt. This is a free hit thing, and he's gone wild card. So I'm not sure. That this is the problem when you think you've got to play all your chips. Um, Dave McNamara, 28 free hit, devastating. And these guys are, I want to really PISSOFF I am. I bloody am because you guys are ruining this. The three of you. Oh, bloody hell, like free hit of 28. Now I know he means it's more heaven like okay, no Dorgu. I don't know where heaven's coming from. The bench put Rice on the bench, but we know that he was transferred in because of an injury. So I'll let him off with that. Maybe that was why heaven's in. Um, so it does look like a very good free hit, but a lot like my team. It's the same difference in a way. Nothing banged, and it must be a devastating blow because what's it 11:55, and you've got Joey Neenan who's come from nowhere 55, so 11 points behind you. So that's the damage now. 11:44. And so Joey's got 51 points to claw back on Stephen by game week 38. You think he'll do it? I think he's odds on winner here, this now, guys. It's just devastating. Like Joey's going to win this for a fourth time. Um, he won it twice in a row. And then that's why we call Rory Harford the Mission Impossible. He stopped the three in a row. And then Joey was kicked the year after, and Ja Carney won it 2 years ago, and then Joey's won it last year, and he's gone. So he wins it in twos anyway, and then someone has to kick him out to make sure he don't win it the three. Um, oh, I don't know, man. Uh, if Joe, I've seen Joey was around where I was in game week 10, and I said, "Wow, I'm still above Joey," so, and then just he creeps by, and it's a momentum. It's like a truck. It's like a truck gaining momentum. He needs enough momentum to get up that hill, and you end up stalled halfway up the hill like I am, and Joey's just saying, bye. Do you want a hand? Yeah. And that's it. No, that's it. That's it. Joey's got the momentum. He's got all his chips back. He'll play all the safe stuff. Look at the we was one of the OG Wilson dudes. Joy, that was a big one. Um, I'm surprised he didn't have Paquetá or Bowen, but Raul would be one of his bets. So, yeah, Raul has scored the other game week and he's blanked out obviously again away to Palace, but he had a chance. I think he had a massive chance anyway in that game in the second half. Oh God, the Rennie's working, thank God. Oh, look at Pickford. What a move. So Dorgo, I think Dorgo's fine for a while. Look at that 18.18% Dorgo. Wow. Where did that come from? It was 4.1. He's got to be 4.2. So that's a Pickford is probably the guy to get in if you want a goalkeeper, right? I'm gonna have to start watching Joy. I have got one, two, three, four, five, six of Joey's team, and that Anderson's been killing me all. He's still got Snassi for a reason. Um, so what's going to kill me? Wilson, Royal, Hincapie, Virgil, Pickford. They'll kill me. So look, I'm not even fighting against this guy. This guy's gone. 212k. He's only 51 points down at the top. And guys, well done. Well done. He's got a 54. His bench boost worked. He's played all his chips brilliantly. Right time, right place. And his bench boost was really good in a game week where nobody scored anything. So 5, 6, 7, that's 13 points. I've always said you get 13 points. That's a successful bench boost. Everyone. Now this time around, we're going to have to be watching for double game weeks. We have to get one or two somewhere. So no one's going to be starting doing what they did in the first few game weeks like we did, because we knew there'd be no chance of any double. So anyway, Hughie Carney, he's got a bit of experience of playing well, but again, like Lacers, Carney fell away at the end. Joy took over. There's no one here that has the noose really to take on Joy. Unfortunately, they'll give it a go. Oh, I better wait. This thing is no one really here that they just kind of it's like Joey's conservatism and right moves at the right time, and he doesn't go for this sort of flamboyant sort of move that a lot of people got in Cunha. I, United fan, I just want to see Cunha score a hat trick and enjoy the game. That's a lot of people. And I wanted Dorgo. I wanted to have some skin in the game for the Wolves game, and Joey's matched that now. He was covering that move, of course, but his other five players destroyed. Yeah, Pickford destroyed me, and on all you guys. Um, so yeah, the Shuey Carney looks. Thiago's still there. 30, nearly 40% on Thiago. God above. Thiago, if he does anything, you're done. So it's really a match between DCL and Thiago for me. So you take your pick. Who's the man? There's just virtually very, very little in anything to kind of make massive strides when you're down. It's nearly impossible to make massive jumps on anything. Now he's got Gabriel in, so that's something. But without Gabriel, he would have been as goosed as everyone else. Timber okay, but um, he done okay. So what did he do? Verbruggen's in, yeah, and Gabriel's that. So he got rid of Timber. I think Timber got about 6, 7, 8. I think he got about 10 points. So it's a 5 point gain. Fergie Walsh has done a free hit, and it's the 35. You see, all the free hits, they all failed. There was that game week last year. No, it wasn't last year. It must have been the year before. A massive fail. Last year was when all the influencers done their free hits, and they all absolutely killed it. And us that went early with the free hit, we didn't get anywhere. We were getting 80s, and they were getting hundreds and tens. So that was the thing. But 2 years ago, the massive fail. I don't know, was it game week? Oh, I'll be only guessing 27 or something like that. The massive fail. And this smells of the whole thing here. Free hit from Parker one again. Everyone getting in the same players. Cunya's will be here, yeah. Um, People wanted to get a bit of Newcastle cover. Well, this is a bit of a random sort of, yeah, this is, well, it deserved to beat my score anyway because it was more risking that. But well, yeah, Wilson, there's an awful lot in here with Park's team that's interesting. Van Hecken now is doing well for Brighton and they're getting clean sheets, but oh, he got zero there. Keane, Kudos, and Saka. Saka on the bench. Why? Oh, I don't know. This is mad stuff altogether. Why is Saka on the bench here? And Kudos, I'd have playing. So this team looks like it's got a lot of money spread all over the shop. Oh, I don't know. That's again. See, this is the problem. Joey would never do something like this. There's no way Joey would have all that money on the bench for what? What are you burning Saka for? 10.2 million. You do a free hit, and it's mind blowing. And 360k the Rugio, the Coolio. And I'm too. What the hell am I doing? He's 3.5 million or 2.5 million above me. Oh man, it's frustrating. How can you do that? Saka on the bench. Kudos on the bench. I'm gobsmacked. Joey's got this league anyway. It's done. It's done. Just give him the trophy now. Sorry. Neil Aces Carney had a good year last year, came second, was winning, leading it for a long while off. Um, and there you go, +2. They're coming down the last three, two or three. I think he two or three, and Joey just kind of swiftly nudged by, point by point, gain 5 point, 6 point, gain 3 point, gain, and with all these gains when it comes to a head to head, it's like he's clawed down your 20 points, and it's like a slow car crash into a wall. You know it's coming, but you can't jump out. Joey's the wall. You're going into the wall. Can you jump out of the car? It's you've got a second to react. Get out. No. Right, so that's Neil Lacers. What's the point here? 29. Owen's there, 45 from Park Heidi, which is fair enough, Paz really plugging away. He's a bit gritty here. And let it ride. Rice was injured. So this is a good player here. These guys are injured. I don't mind Dewsbury Hall. You can keep him rotting away in the bench, but he'll come back and he'll make Everton score again. Everton and Dye missing with the African Nations Cup, and Dewsbury Hall and Grealish has been hit in and out, suspended for City Gay. I don't know what's going on with Gray. He had an illness or something. So they can't score unless they got these dudes. And they've no hope of Beto or Barry. Barry's only a youngster. He's not going to carry them. So they're a nil-nil merchants if ever I saw one. Yeah, so Stevie, okay, whatever happened to him? What happened to him? I think he might have got booked and he conceded 2 goals, possibly what happened to him in the 2-3 defeat in Newcastle. And so that's a plucky 45. Like Mateus Nunes, that was a good call. He's doing brilliant, so he is. He's underrated. He's a differential. There's one for you. And Garner's another one as well for Everton. I didn't come up with this one myself now. An influencer that I watch as well, he came up with that. Not the ordinary ones, but the more zany ones. And I like the zany ones. Because they don't say the same shit they don't say the same rubbish all the time. The other ones drive my head in. Ross from the Raptor, at least he goes into detailed explanations of why this and why that, whereas other dudes just, oh, well, they scored last game, we could gotta say something about them. It's there's a bit more nuance to Ross really. So this is the Oracle. The Oracle has always been famous between 15 and 10. It's always a struggle for the Oracle, to get in that top 10. And what is it like? I've always said this about Mark's teams. He's a mixture of when to go for it and when to not go for it, when to be boring and when to be a bit more extravagant, and to pick and choose your battles. And sometimes you'll just feel like I gotta go for it. I'll take a -8 here. Go, seize the opportunity and need to make a move. And sometimes when you get in this tight of season, with 19 game weeks gone, you're conservative and you can keep doing that and keep doing that, and it's like a pressure cooker. And then you go off, and then I've ruined it. Oh, I've ruined my free hit. Oh, I've ruined my trip. Oh, I went with that. And that's the way I feel a little bit there. Rogers has been good to him, I think. Again, there's not much like Wolf May. How do you say Wolf made? Wolf Amada or something? It's Wolf made. Okay, so Walter made. Say what you want, man. I don't speak German fluently, man. Come on, do me a favor. Klein on the bench, okay, but he was a makeup. He made the assistant for the Mateta goal. So 39's all right. And the Oracle is there in and about like a 1-1-16. I think we're looking at. See, it's every game week. It's like a slow bleed. You give away 10 here, you give away, and before you know it, you're nearly 50 off. And then as I don't know how you stop the hemorrhages. I really don't. I can't give anyone any advice. Like Foden has done all his scoring now. He's done this last season. He goes on the purple patch. If you haven't got him, he scores all his goals within about 4 or 5 game weeks of beside each other. And people who had him from the start, they get off him when he goes on the purple run. Then he goes on the purple run. They've missed out. Then other people kind of jump on him then when he's had his purple run, and then they're waiting for you. You're caught in the trap. He's the biggest trap in FPL I've ever known. Foden, yeah. Oh, he's amazing. Oh, that assist, he could. Oh, if Haaland scored that. Oh, it's all could have, would have, should have with Foden. He's a fraud. Bloody hate him as well. Complete fraud. Rubbish, man. It's points, assists, goals. He takes more shots. Apparently, he had 3 shots or something, and he had like some sort of point 0.6 expected goals or whatever. I think that may have been assists actually. Um, but yeah, fuck it anyway. So that's Mark. Kieran, yeah, Kieran is falling back gradually week by week, and it looks to me that he's burned 2 chips, the wild card and the free hit. So he's definitely tuned out now. Whatever's Kieran doing now, it's not FPL. So he's done. And that's this team now for the season. Cash might be okay. Cucurella's think he's injured. South isn't that Victor John or whatever his name is. I think he's favourite at Forest now. Cucurella, I think, is injured. Miley's playing bit part games here. Yeah, he might fluke in a sub. There's a bit there. If he could leave this team for a couple of months, and we should be fine. Yeah, he feck it anyway. It is just demoralizing. You see someone that 600k in the world, and they're just going to let it go. And it's just that's the way it is. I don't know. You just can't really talk to people. Kieran Kiley, the long dog, he's been very proactive, and he made so that was +6 on the move from Timber to Gabriel. So that's what you do. You make a cool and calculated decision. And I'm getting rid of Timber. I'm getting in Gabriel. He's the best player in FPL. He's a defender, +6, and there you go. He could have been just was it plus equal 1-1-5, but he's 1-1-1-1. So that's a good player. That's a good player there. So maybe he could do a little bit of a run, but it just won't. It won't threaten Joy possibly. Where is Joy in all this 1-1-1? Yeah, he's 32. Is he? Oh, 33 behind, which is a massive lead to give Joy and Ian. That's anyone that's behind Joy now, they're not coming back. So that so it's frustrating. We're halfway through the season. I have to depend on Stevie Stret, Lee, He is the name. Well, he's the hammer anyway. Lee Chambers and Dave McNamara. Dave is good, but he didn't get any luck there, and you just need a bit of luck to win it in this game. So yeah, it's looking good for Joey. Colin Freely, 30. Jack Malone. I don't know what's happened there. God, it's the worst one of all time. That one is the 21 and the -4, 17. So that's a gut punch to the dancer there. He won't be doing much of a jig after this game week. It's disaster. Um, he's a -7 on Dorgo and Akatike. If he left Ballard, who was injured, and Bowen in, he would have got like it just says an awful lot. Like Ballard's injured, he didn't play. So Dorgo got a +2, but he's -5 on that Bowen Akatike thing. Well, to me, that looks like that. Oh, he's taking away the -4. That's what's going on there, I think. So he's a -3, and then he gets the 4, so that's a 7. So a -7 on the whole thing. So yeah, it's a gut punch there. Calcedo, don't rate him. Good, again, look at that bench as well. Very strong, isn't it? With Verjas, Semenyo, Senesi. Why are you leaving these guys on the bench? Like, there's no chip played. I wouldn't have done any of this. You have a team there. Oh, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't. There's just no sense of rhyme or reason at all. What's going on with some of the lads here in the Christy Nick? Let's see if our lead vocalist drummer and the Sunset Burns. That's the group guys. Ruben and the Sunset Burns are based in London here. I've seen them several times. I have their vinyl up there, signed vinyl. So give them a follow on Spotify if you can. Ruben, lovely lad. And he's got a 50, which is phenomenal. That's the best free hit we've seen. So Ruben will plug away anyway. It's a good for he seems to be an interested player. He's always at something. So I'm happy he got all his chips out. The damage. Pedro Porro, wow. No, haven't been thinking about him. Everyone's got Van de Ven. Yeah, so looking for differentials, I suppose. Yeah, could be interesting. Odegaard, yeah, picked up. Yeah, he's getting more assists. He's become like that Odegaard of a couple of seasons ago. Um, yeah, and Watkins, yeah. So it's a very interesting differentially team that is now like Semenyo. Lots of people got off Semenyo. Look at that, still 45% owned. Yeah, Dave Martin Burns, the free hit, of course, and he's probably the best thing he ever did. A 46. Yeah, he was out celebrating. It had his birthday. Congratulations on New Year's Eve. We went out for that, and of course, he forgot to do anything with his game week 19 free hit because celebrating and all. More people have more things. He doesn't have much of an interest. It's only now and again I pester him to do something, and I keep an eye on his thing. Are you not going to do something yet? Are you going to do something yet? And of course he's not done it. He's 1.4 million. He's basically it's a joke, man. It really is. Like it's seriously. I'm seriously. I'm done. I'm really angry with this whole bullshit. Like this game is just absolute rubbish, man. It's not going to dictate my mood or whatever anymore. I'm just going to go out on whatever night United are playing. One night, win, lose, or draw. Okay, I got Spurs as well. Jesus, I have to do that as well. Well, I go there to watch and clap. Well done, well done. It's just for a bit of live football, but just stick to. See, I stick to one team. It's just that I'm caught in the caught in the trap. Oh bloody hell, trapped! I'm trapped. Shirky. So not a bad. That was at least he used the wild card, and going forward, you can see that there was a good thinking with Lewis Potter that's finally paid off. Loves his Bowen and bit of Potts. He has a good bench. They're all injured, but these guys, apart from Roden, will be back. So he can leave that team. You see, in the FPL, I think if you get a good team, you can just go a couple of months and let it go. Just don't do anything with it. Try and forget about it. Then you'll do what Dave do. You'll be a top 1.5 million player easy. Duncan had a good run of it, but has fallen back a bit. 45 is very good. It's given him a green hour, and at least he's played all his chips. And that's just as this wild card. So yeah, he's looked at Mateus Nunes as good value, isn't he? And he's killing it. So we're missing a trick. Uh, I decided I'm going to get Foden, Xerxes, Haaland, and shout and hope for 4 and 5 nils. Was it that's PlayStation football? I'm not a manager at all. This is a manager here. He's got Mateus Nunes, and he's destroying the whole thing. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's mental health, man. It really is. I've got to get this guy in. So there you go. That's massive, brilliant 45. Barry Cribben has burned a triple captain, which can be integral, really. Triple captains turn out to be vital to get it on the right Haaland. Really is, and that's all the triple captain should be called the Haaland chip, really. Um, that's all anyone ever plays on. Jack McGoldrick has done something. He's got everything done, and he made a +2 and Rice. Okay, 33. The Crumpet, he's made some strides anyway, and he played his bench boost, and he's got a bit there. Six. Everybody knew Gooey wouldn't be there. That's the problem. I did have a look at this team last week, and I knew this Gooey thing. I'm really surprised he didn't get rid of Gooey to at least because everybody knew that he wasn't going to play. So -3 on those moves could have been a bit better. A 43, fair enough, but I would have done something in the transfer. Spence, so yeah, he should have kept Klein. Stevie was I think Dorgo would have, maybe, yeah, kept Klein and Dorgu, and it's very, very tricky. Mark Gui, who is he? 4.2. So he's a striker, isn't he? So there's nobody. I don't think he had the money to get up to anything decent in the striker. I think he's kind of goose there anyway. And it's a dead end spot. That's what they call in the game, dead end. You're okay. I'm never going to play three up front. Um, but maybe the way was to play 5 defenders and 4 midfielders and 1 striker. I don't know. I'm just an attacking manager. I just want to have attack. I just want to be excited. That's probably where I'm going wrong. I, I pick my players because I want to have fun at the weekend and root for loads of points and a high upside. And it just bites me in the arse every time. I need to have more of these Andersons, and I need to have more of these. Paqueta would be a good choice, but he's hot and cold. These Paqueta guys will get rid of him next week. I'll go on him, and then he gets sent off. That's the thing. How do these people see what his character's like? He can get sent off anytime. Sometimes he wants to get sent off, and these guys will pick him. Oh, for this. Oh, this game is the game. There must be some statistics or game where he always scores against certain clubs. There has to be. Is it Brighton he done the thing against, oh, it must be that. It must be a computer algorithm that gets all the players that who they have scored against and the percentage likelihood. It's a bit like horse racing. Trainers and horses who have a good record at the track. That must be what's going on because there's no way that they can just throw these guys in. Oh, I'll take a punt on him. Everyone thinks he's crazy, and then he ends up. I'm talking about Andy Martin, the FPL. Let's talk baloney. Yeah, he came. Oh, it's just, seriously, if he's not part of the mafioso, mate, I don't know who isn't. He's mastered the whole thing. Yeah, well, you know what I mean? I think the only way to get away from these worms in FPL is to not play and just get the hell out. Get the hell out. I don't want to be associated with these worms anymore. I really don't, man. Seriously. Um, Adam Hickey, 34. John C. Halpin, 35. 36. It's all baloney stuff now. Owen's done as well. Darren, all these are flying backwards. Luke Walsh has popped up, 47. Um, Burning chips here again. Yeah, let's see if anyone else has burned. Yeah, Darren Coyne's burned one. Joshua Webb's burned one. At least he's done a free hit anyway. Someone's tapped him on the shoulder. Say, hey, you're probably best. The free hit was absolutely playing it this week. It was the bench boost. That was the one to have done. Yeah, so loads burning chips down here. Niall Richardson's on 2.5 million. It's just devastating, halfway through the season, and like it's a shocking 2.68 million. I'm looking at there. Seriously, I don't know how I'm going to get through the season, man. I really don't. But I'm in good company, Rory Harford, and I still can't get above Sean Sniper Gilday. He's played only one chip. He's not been seen after whatever up in Liverpool. He's not been right, and he's this is just is it. This is it, mate. He's still a 1 point ahead of me. I just can't do anything in this, man. Seriously, it's David Cunyon. So it's all these are 39s, 53s. Da 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 da. You see your name, Bula Bus, all flying backwards. A 60 here. Jerry Freely's coming to a bit of form. We saw his team the other game week. Was it the one we did? Watkins captain, yeah. Yeah, it's still on Watkins. So this is a dead team, and it's like all these these two are still in the African Nations Cup as well. So he's got a good bench, for these guys to come on. Yeah, SARS and then African Nations Cup. So he's got a 60, right? He's got a wasted spot, a dead end spot for his third striker in Mark Gouy. He's got 3 on African Nations Cup duty. And he's got Pope on the bench and Dubravka, right? You take all that in consideration, right? He's only operating then off like 9 players. And between the 9 players, he's got 58 points. I see that Chalobah's got 1. Minte's got 4. Senesi's got 3. Now, that doesn't make 60. But Gabriel, Timber, Tarkowski, and Watkins does. So there you go. There you go. That's it. 60 points there. I don't know how you can play. It's just like he had a good score the last game week as well. I said the top a stop clock is right twice. Well, we have seen a stop clock, right twice in a row from Jerry Freely here, and he's flying up the charts, and he doesn't even know what you're on about. Yeah. Yeah, and then that's I give up, man. How he has Gabriel right from the beginning, never transferred them out. So it's like the Bitcoin millionaires. They're dead. The richest people in Bitcoin are dead in the graveyard because they've held on to their Bitcoin since 2008 or whenever it was 7, and they're billionaires, but they'll never claim their Bitcoin because no one knows their keys. It's stuck in the blockchain, floating in the etherverse. No one can get at it because you can't. Once the blocks of transactions build on top of each other, that's it. It's kind of written in stone or in digital blocks of numbers, and you can't. You need to have the right address, formula, keys, the whole lot. Nobody can access it. It's done. So this is it here, like Jerry Freely. There you go. It's unbelievable. 60 points from 9 players, and most he's got like most of his players the African Nations Cup, and he's only Jerry is only he's not far behind me now, is he? 2.6, but Jerry will be catching up to me soon anyway. These guys will be coming back, and if you've got any, this is amazing bench, man. So 51, I'm going to make this pod all about Jerry Freely. Really, that's it. The first one I'm going to go to is Jerry Freely. How's he got on this week? And he's done nothing. And wait until I see has he made any move. Look at Sean Shaky Hurt. He's done everything he can, done all his chips. 31 disaster. It's just as I said, pissing in the wind. It's just if it's not for you, FPL this year, you just quit it and you walk away and you just say, but you can't even do that now because you're getting four chips again after game week 19. So that's the whole purpose of these chips was to keep all the casuals in there. So, we'll have another crack. Uh, we'll use all our chips again there and see how. Um, 55 from Darren Kilkelly. 40, Sarah Collins is doing a bit. It's all bits in, yeah. A few good scores here at the bottom. But as I said, it's probably Connor Hussey is. Yeah, I should really take a break from all this. It's coming up to 11 o'clock, so I'll get this one out now. Who cares? It's done now. I've had the rant, and I'm just happy to, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think I need to get I don't a Valium or something. I don't know, a shrink or something. Get subscribed, for the game week, and just take the weekend off, lie in the bed, take the Valium, and just have a smile in your face. Watch reruns of Back to the Future, the trilogy. Watched all the Godfathers again, and what's the other one? Do all the Resident Evil films with is it Mila Djokovic? Um, I always get her mixed up with Uma Thurman, but she's good as well. So that's it. This is Sun Dream Team. Just a few points ahead now of the governor in the Redbridge League. So he's really hunted me down here. I've fallen a lot from the top 5K. So that's fair enough. People are using their chips now. I have none left, so that's to be expected. Um, yeah, so the league it's not. I'm not going to panic here. I just play the whole thing. He caught really like 32, 43 points on top of me there, so he's only 4 points behind. I'm not going to quite say it's a two-horse race yet, but the 89 wasn't the worst in the whole world. So we need to keep an eye on Wayne, and he's got his power captain. That means that when you play the power captain on someone, it moves between whoever gets the most points. It's an interesting chip, but if it falls on Haaland by the end of the game week, then you're screwed because everyone has it on Haaland. So it can be a dead chip, or it can be the best chip in the world. Where who knows? If you had Shada and he gets the cricket score 40, and you got 80, and I mean you can be lucky like that, and lots of people do get lucky. So yeah, I've gone with this thing. So I don't know what I'm doing, Haaland. Just leave it there. But I have more fun in the Sun Dream team. There's only 11 players. You have a chance to sub out a player if they don't play. If they're confirmed, say if he doesn't play against City, you might have an option to sub him out for someone that has two fixtures. So you need to keep an eye on if he doesn't play on Saturday, maybe throw it on the player on a Sunday that has two games and then midweek as well. So you can be clever that way. So I've got in Van de Ven because Wayne is killing me with Van de Ven. I can't stand him, man. I really can't get away from this guy. Seriously, if I see this guy in real life, I'm walking by him. I really am walking by this guy. I can't stand him. What have I done, man? I glutton for punishment. Have him. I'm playing him in the Sun team. I'm playing him in the FPL, and I hate the guy. You don't know when to play him. Yeah, I know you play him against a bottom 10 club away from home, but Sunderland aren't a bottom 10 club, and they're playing away from home. They're playing at Spurs. That's not what you want. You don't want anyone in the bottom 10 playing against Spurs at Spurs because they're Dr. Tottenham. So I know that's screwed anyway. I know Sunderland. Thiago will score a hat trick in that one anyway. I'm going to the game as well on Saturday, so or Sunday. Sunday, it's a Sunday game. So I got that plonker in. Sure, I did. I got in Rogers as well. I got rid of someone. I can't think of who it was. So I'll take a punt on Rogers anyway. That's these two Palace I'll get rid of next week because every game week you get two free transfers, which is really handy in the sun. Then you get three if you leave it. If you roll four, you get up to five or something. So yeah, I'll get rid of these two next game because they've got no game. So I'll probably get Royf. Royf is destroying a whole dream team thing as well. That Royf from Sunderland. He is the top keeper, really is Royf. So yeah, it sounds like Cruyff, doesn't it? Royf and Cruyff. So yeah, I'm leaving it at that, guys. Seriously, just can't be. You know, thank God to that Rennie. It really is. It completely helped me there. So now I know what that is. Um, the red wine. But yeah, that's me done. And again, it's no fun doing these shows. When I just could have sat in bed and watched a movie, some stupid Z class movie for free on YouTube. I would have been halfway through that, but got something out there anyway. And go 49ers. Maybe they can, you know, I get more enjoyment out of the American football. Watching United is a disaster, man. Seriously, disaster class. Was it a draw? Two? Didn't they have lead? Did they have lead? No, they got Leeds. Oh, who's got that? Liverpool got Leeds or United have Leeds away. But Spurs, United have really jacked it all in there. The 1-1 with Wolves, and they had another game recently where they were just appalling in as well. So, God above, just don't want to think about it anymore. Night, lads. Take care. And look, you're goosed anyway. Joey's there, guys. You have to own yourself to blame. You ruined your chips. Um, Joey's made massive ground. He's took nearly 20 points at Ollie. He's played this bench boost. It's just a genius, man. So, the funny thing about this, if I was in your situation up there, I'd love it. And I'd be on Joey, and I know how he thinks and all but you guys just don't know how to take him down. And you won't take him down. You know it anyway. I know it, he knows, everybody knows it. Um, I pushed him a few times. Did I ever win it with Joey? I have to check. Did I ever win it with Joey? No, I don't think I have ever won it with Joey in the league. 2020. Don't think so. Don't think so. Not sure. Don't think so. But I don't have any fear. I don't have any. I think he came second twice to him anyway. Yeah, look, I put myself on the whole thing as well. Like, I can't beat him either. So, you know, good luck with that, guys. You got another 19 game weeks to go, and Joey's already there. All right, take care. Um, yeah, another disaster class this game week, guys. Good luck. Let's hope it's better this game week and can get a green arrow, which is impossible. It's impossible, man. But I think any which way, this is definitely my last season, man. I just can't stand it anymore. I want to go back to being a normal schmo. Just like shout for what I can't do this rubbish anymore. I don't. I'm really, really at my wits' end with how these people are predicting Rogers one week, Harry Wilson the next week, Paquetá the next week, and they're getting off all these dudes, and now whoever they get in this game week, it's going to haul. So you can't beat that. I choose not to play with these guys, and you know who you are. I can't do it. You're poxing the whole thing. Catch you there, guys.